Hey YouTubers, I am back. I have decided, I have decided, I think, that I'm just going to keep posting Project Roots things here. I keep thinking it would be really nice to have everything in one place and have everything I'm doing on one channel. But I really like just posting about stuff from the Quinta, that's Portuguese for farm, here. And I love your feedback here as well. And I don't know, maybe it is possible in the future sometime to have everything in one place, because obviously I'm doing all the health coaching and fermenting and various other things over on my Faith Canter channel. But for now, I think it makes more sense to have everything separate. So this is me and the chickens. And in the background, you might be able to see the cat. So yeah, I have made an executive decision to start posting here, and probably more regularly as well. There are loads of things I would like to share that doesn't really work on my health coaching channel. So I'm going to share them here instead. So I have been, yesterday I harvested all of our sweet potatoes and they're bloody ginormous, some of them. So I'm going to do a video about that at some point soon. And yeah, at the moment this is all the girls and Marvin. And there are quite a lot of girls at the moment. There are 26 girls and some quails that generally seem to hide. I didn't know if we'd be able to have them free range. I have lost some, but I think more so because the chickens attacked them than any predators or that they flew off. I kept them indoors for a few days and they seem to know this is home because they're still around somewhere. So yeah, this is basically mission control for the chickens now. There are two coops rather, and you can see one's we made ourselves ages ago, which I did a video about a long time ago, which is huge. And the other one which came from a friend along with their chickens when they emigrated. This is my new current favourite chicken. I know I'm not meant to have favourites, but it looks like an eagle. So I really like it. I actually have quite a few favourites. But yeah, I just wanted to update you on what I'm doing or plan to do, and then I'm going to do some more videos. Oh, there's a heron. Don't know if you saw that or where it went. Huh. Yeah, what I plan to do, and I'm going to do some more specific videos about like the sweet potato harvest and how they became huge, and plans for living for the Quinta really. This is the new dog. Areia. She is a Portuguese mountain dog and she was rescued, and oh, there's the heron. I don't know if you can see it. It's quite far away now. Probably just a speck on the screen. She's a Portuguese mountain dog and somewhere about 7 or 8 months old, we think. And yeah, there are lots of plans. There are lots of things happening. I haven't updated obviously here for a long time, so I'm going to have lots to update. But basically we are becoming quite good now at living, at least making the Quinta break even, if not better than that. And that was always the plan. You can't live like this with all these kinds of animals and all the dogs and stuff like that if you don't have a magic pot of money to do it, which we do not. So the plan has always been to the hope that it would at least break even, and we seem to be getting there with things now. The chickens lay enough eggs, like the new ones aren't laying yet, but they will. They're easily laying enough eggs for us to pay for their food. I'm growing a lot of their food now. I'm mealworm farming for their protein, so I'm going to do a little video about that, because they love them as well. And we have goats now, 2 small goats, so they will be paying for their keep as lawnmowers. So the hope is that the fuel costs for strimmers and a tractor once or twice a year will greatly be reduced, and then obviously they're providing us with manure, as are the chickens, and also they will have babies. They're a breeding pair, so they will also have a small amount of milk coming from them as well, so raw milk for us. The cat and dog are playing here. The cat mostly eats the mice and here's my friend. Mostly eats the mice and the moles that are eating the food in the garden, but also in storage, so she earns her keep like that. And the dogs, they don't, they're scaring off predators and they're scaring off thieves, but other than that, they're a bit like big fluffy money pits, really, that we love dearly. But what I figured is I believe, I haven't done exact calculations because it's a little bit difficult, but I hope to at some point. I think the other animals are making enough money or saving us enough money that we actually are not spending any then on the dogs. We also get meat scraps from the butchers for 2 days of the week that they eat as well, so that really helps too. But yeah, everything else I'm doing, I'm gonna probably do a detailed video on all of this at some point as well. I think is making or saving enough money that it cancels out the costs of the dogs too. So that's been the plan all along, and I'm hoping it continues to evolve as well. The quails also, they're an amazing source of game meat, so they are going to save on meals, but they are also, you can sell those and you can sell their novelty fancy eggs too once they start laying. And there will be a couple of guinea fowls soon too, that are going to eat all the ticks. So eat apparently up to 1,000 ticks a day, from the goats and the dogs, hopefully. So everything is kind of working in unison, everything works together. The manure goes back into the garden, helps to grow the vegetables. Some of the vegetables feed the animals and also feed us, and also allows me to make all my ferments, which I sell at markets and things. So yeah, it's kind of all coming together, how it's working out, everything kind of feeding each other, how small holdings would have once upon a time worked, and how they will continue to work, and how actually, rather than these extreme ideas of us eating bugs or not eating any proteins at all, animal proteins at all, that kind of thing, to save the world. Actually, if everyone was able, and I know this is not the case, but if everyone was able to have a small holding where they had like a couple of goats and a couple of chickens and things, then the need for outside things would be much less, and you would be generating your own food, your own compost, your own manure, and you would be quite a self-sufficient closed unit in that respect, and just needing to trade maybe with other like-minded people doing the same thing locally for things you're not producing yourself, because we don't all have to produce everything. So yeah, that's the plan. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a video just on this, but I wanted to kind of touch base with everyone here and say there is more to come, and I'm going to be focusing more on all of this stuff too. I feel really, really drawn to sharing about this way of living and its simplicity, and how it can be easy and nourishing and cheap as well. Really, really drawn to all of that at the moment. So watch this space. Ciao for now.